Hey, welcome everybody to another Reality Skewed Gamers Wednesday night hump day stream with your boy Ranger J 1999, and we finally got some news. We got a lot to cover today. Buckle up. We're gonna get a lot of information to get into. So glad to have you guys here on a hump day Wednesday celebration. To see you guys already making noise in the chat. Glad to see you guys here. To the Wednesday night stream where we break down the latest and greatest in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes news and notes and give you a little bit of insight of what it all means. But I am not by myself this evening. I have a very special co-host whose introduction will have to wait while we see dancing stormtroopers jiggling their crotch in her face. Okay. Jedi. Stormtroopers dancing like this can only mean one thing. They're attacked. Or in this case, Jedi rules. Is Jedi rules. Thank you for the gifted sub, my friend, to Wolf for real. Wolf for real? Two E's. Welcome. You guys know, but let me introduce my co-host, the very lovely, the very toy, Desi Noodle Snarf.
Hello.
Oh,
Skewers.
yeah, she's purring a little bit. Oh, all right, this must have had a good day there, boy. I'll tell you what. All right.
I mean, I'm in a good mood despite the fact that I can't get my job at currency, but it's okay. I'm fine.
That's
I'm
not
feeling good.
That's not good, Desi Noodle Snarf. We need you to get Jabba, damn it.
I know.
It's a tragedy and a crime. The Desi Noodle
Legend.
Snarf
A Jedi rules.
is being denied for Jabba shards.
No one denies the snarf.
Yes.
No one.
People must pay. Dark the Illuminati, I hate those guys. All right, so if you're new to the stream, it's an interactive stream. Give your greetings, say hi to me, say hello to the beautiful Desi, and say hi to all the skewers in the chat. We'll shout you out. We always do on every stream we do. If you have any questions, feel free to pop those in the chat. Make sure you put the word question in front of your actual question, comment, and or statement, and we will react and give you your best answer we can. As we cover the news, it's always welcome. And last but not least, feel free to have fun in the chat. You got your emojis. You can do funny sound bites. You've got the bits that you can play that do videos and stuff like that. So you got all that at your disposal. You got a hype train going, 3, 5, 7, and 10 equals shoeies. If you don't want to wait for a hype train, you want to see me chug down some nasty ass Fosters sitting behind me over there. And just do a tip in the tip jar. And by doing a tip in the tip jar, I have to do the shoeies. So, and the way to get to do a tip jar, just do exclamation for you first time, but then after that, and then there'll be the stream elements that'll pop in and say, you know, if you want to do that, well, then yeah. Why not? You were really about the call tonight there. Why not? A 0672. He's like, I really like the call. I appreciate you calling it up, baby. All right. So I guess nothing really happened in Swgoh today. Thanks for joining the stream. That's it, kids. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, as what I predicted would happen happened. Someone asked me like today or yesterday. It's like, will Leia be dropped? I'm like, yeah. This has error similarities. Actually, it's quite the same as what they did with Jabba. You don't even have two characters in the game fully yet, and they're going to drop the GL. So if you've welled out for her, you get her, but I am not one of those folks. I'm going to stay the course, and I'm going to get Malicos through Desi Noodle Snarf, and then I'm going to get GL Leia. But I will not be pressured into getting said Leia.
Just say no to peer pressure.
That's right. That's right.
I'm solid.
Have to be strong. So yeah, so that's how the stream's gonna work tonight. So just as a note, some other streams and stuff that are coming out. If you're a Patreon, we've got the latest lore video. Probably check it out. Special guest on that one as well. I'm not going to mention names, Desi Noodle Snarf. But you might want to check that out. Again, comments, if Patrons, you guys get it early, so go check that out. And then on top of that, tonight we'll do a review, me, Kate, and Thanos Kyrelis, the fake 4th Akagi wannabe. And we'll get that done. Then tomorrow I'll do my GAC. I don't do GAC as Wednesday nights. You can see if you look in Twitch, there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I can just look at the top of my head that are doing GAC. So yeah. So anyway, get your greetings in, get all that stuff in. But we'll do JC tomorrow during the lunch stream, and then Friday I'll be on Ram's channel. Saturday we'll have Jedi Academy, of course, and then should have D&D that Saturday night, I think. So yeah. Well, Dad's need a snarf. I think I'd got through all them announcements pretty well. Should we say hi to all the boys and girls out there in TV land? TV land,
I can't think of a reason not to.
Okay, let's do it. Jedi Rolls, of course, was first. He says, hey, from San Diego. I don't know if you knew this, Desi, but he's from San Diego, and he works at Legoland. Pretty cool.
San Diego? What's that?
It's a town in Japan.
San Diego! I got you.
It's pretty sure. Let's see who else we got in here. Who else is hanging out? What else should I say? Well, that happened fast. It did. I told you, GLA, they did the same thing as Yaba. What else in 3? It says, I just need Scout Trooper, but I'm not opening chroming packs with a 0.54% chance of getting the shards. Yeah, I had to teach someone a lesson today about my Swevens. They didn't believe me about it. So, Desi, I had to show a good friend, Linky. I believe it was Linky, right?
It was Linky, yeah.
Yeah, Linky messed up, and I showed him the pain and suffering that I've endured for years, and why I don't roll those packs anymore, because doesn't matter how much people say or do or pray or, sacrifice or whatever, I will still always get a Sweven. And what did I get today, Desi Snarf? I got a Sweven.
You got a Sweven. I can appreciate Linky's enthusiasm and his hope for something good happening, but sometimes you have to accept that the Illuminati's real.
Yeah, I mean, so we use science, and stakes are made.
Gamble.
Yeah. Okay. Wolf Phil's here. Hey, what's up, Wolf? Says about what if they drop the rate in a month? I don't care. I mean, I'm not gonna ham for character. If they want to try to put the pressure on, it just doesn't work on me anymore. I've been doing this long enough. It's like I'm gonna stay the course, Malicos, and I'll get Leia faster than most. I've got basically just the two. Kenny self-farm normally, but we'll start with the process of getting Scout Trooper out of the shard store. Drogon's not even anywhere near it. So for the next 2 weeks, at least Scout Trooper, get him up and running. But outside of that, no. I'm saying, nah. So, just give me time to hoard, get my characters up. I'll have Malicos and everything else. So, I'm not hurting by any stretch of the imagination. Neil Venom, hello. Says, Ranger, you have 2 choices. Given to peer pressure for GLA or an absinthe and Foster's Shoey. Well, since I don't have any absinthe, I don't think that's something I have to worry about. I'm pretty sure it's just Foster's. So I think we're good there. What else? 73 says, translated to a Wells vagina. Oh, well, that's true. He says, I was opening trooper packs last week and got 4 5s in a row. That was painful. That's why I don't do it. I wish you guys would learn. I just, if I can be an example of pain and suffering for you guys to realize how bad those packs are. That's right. Caw, indeed. They're pretty awful. I mean, the guaranteed money packs, sure. If you're getting a certain amount of shards for a certain amount of money, get them. All right, one call was all right there, Jedi. You calm your tits. What else? If I learned, I wouldn't be such a broken adult. That's true. That's true. Slash Fan Roads, what's going on? Considering Karth has lost tier 4 about 4 or 5 times, 5 to 6 times. I'm in no rush to start the revival. Yeah, I got a message about that. I was like, ooh, shit. I don't have the disposable income that, say, our Welling Cannoneer Carther Genicus has. Even if I did, would I really want to put myself through that? I just have gas flashbacks when I sat there for 18 hours unlocking gas. So, no.
Yeah. I may have sweet talked somebody into doing that for me, so I can relate.
All right. So yeah, get your questions in, get everything in. We're going to cover the news here in a couple minutes, just giving people time to lock it in. Lock it up. Lock it up, chat. Lock it up. Getting ready to do some stuff here. Yeah, thank you, Desi. That's really bad. I don't. Yeah, that will never be a thing. I will never do absence and fosters. If I ever do, Desi, you have my permission to light me on fire in game. Just end it in game.
So if you ever do that, I'm allowed to burn you at the stake. Okay.
Pretty much, yes. Burn the witch. Yeah, burn the witch. Burn her.
I'd rather not, but you have my word.
You know something.
I will definitely take you out if you ever do that.
I know. Like, they asked me to do crazy shit. Like that's off the board. But then last week they wanted me to get a Dark Jar Jar fighting Grogu tattoo. And so I said, how much would it take? I said $100,000. People are like, okay, that's possible. I'm like, no. Psychopaths. Over $100,000, Desi Noodle Snarf Snarf. I would drink absence and Fosters. I would probably want to die, but I would do it.
Yeah. We'd have to get you a second shoe to act as a puke bucket, but know, right? Okay.
Well, I don't think I'd get an upset tummy. I would just be miserable. You know me, I've got an iron constitution. I'd just be sitting there going, oh.
So I know you've had absinthe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, it's delicious on its own, but that plus the foam plus the disgustingness.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little not happy.
Yeah, that flavor combination is cursed. Yeah. I would, and I'm not going to go into detail. Anyways, back on topic.
You sound like you know from personal experience there, Desi Noodle Snarf Snarf.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. All right, Senator. There used to be a Swgoh streamer named Trillionaire back when Gear 12 was the highest. He's making a new tool right when OT dropped. Oh, I don't know who that is. That's the first I've ever heard of that. Oh, Max Tune right when it dropped. Oh, I didn't know though.
Oh, okay.
Well, I am not that man. So, what can I tell you? I guess mistakes were made in my life. All right.
I mean, if mistakes were made in your life, you're here. He's not. Just saying.
That is true. All right. A little stretchy action. I'm getting ready for the mode here. We're getting ready to cover the news. I'm Ted Koppel. Do. Desi Noodle Snarf Snarf. Would you like to hear the news? Snarfy Snarf.
Well, I'm here for it, so
good.
Let's go.
Good. Oh, by the way, Ahsoka Episode 5, we will be reviewing it tonight. Amazing. It's absolutely stunning. Stunning. No spoilers, but pee came out of me. Not gonna lie, a lot of pee came out of me. I was just giggling. I was just over the moon. I cannot believe how happy I am with the Star Wars show. And this one has got me.
Is your carpet okay? Is your chair okay?
No, I was wearing multiple layers of pants and underwear. Unlike Mort, who runs around with no pants on, I didn't get any pee on the mat or anything like that. Now, he will deny that he got any pee on the mat, but we all know better. So, yes. Unlike other folks, I'm more civilized and prepared. So, Now, continue to get your questions in, guys. As we're covering the news, you're more than welcome. Comments, questions, everything like that. You watched Bleach and Ahsoka on Saturday. Oh, it's not a bad combination. I like that. Anime and Star Wars. Shit, can't go wrong with that. Not a damn thing wrong with that. I like that combination right there, boy, I tell you. Okay, so let's get into the news, shall we? All right. Well, we're covering it whether you like it or not. From our good friend, CG Tuscan Meathead, it says, hello, heroes of the holotables. Here are today's update notes. The news. Scout Troopers now farmable in Chromium packs and shipments. Let me just check. That comes out till Friday. Hey, look. I think it's for Friday. Let me just check. Let me verify. Let me look here. And yes, Friday. Will be Friday when that kicks over. What else? 3 says, I washed my clothes with bleach this weekend. Not sure if that's the same thing. No, it's the anime cleanliness, different things. Yes. Hello, Ghost Strike. Hello, my friend. Says, hey, everyone. So good to see you. Neo Venom says, speaking of no pants, I just got off work a bit ago. Hey, you do you, brother. No judgment here. Yes, I do hope the clothes are white too, because if you're using bleach with your colors, it better be special bleach or you're in big trouble. All right, so besides Scout Trooper now being in chromium packs and shipments, Princess Kinisa to light side 5C hard. Yep, Princess Kinisa is now farmable. Did my first pull with her, I got one. It's going to take a few days to get her finished. And then they've added an Endor Escalation Tier 3. Been added. So we will get a Tier 3 of the Endor S. I can't wait. Golly. All right, bug fixes. There's actually a few notes today, and we are going to go through Leia's kit. They fixed a bug where Geo units could still show mastery icons for increase or decrease for the counter. Okay, we don't care about that. Fixed Jedi Master Kenobi description for May the Force be with you to state it calls the weakest other Galactic Republic ally to assist, not weakest other light side ally. This is a description change only, and no mechanics have been altered with this fix. Okay, good. Made it so the Daring Droid event excludes large characters, aka Jabba. Also updated the LOC to say that too. And fixed an issue where Marin's S1 would sometimes revive an ally after the victory screen. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing, but looks like Nicer's got a little bit of fix. Miscellaneous updated
can confirm.
Yes, updated Captain Drogon's recommended squad list to include a squad featuring Galactic Legend Leia Organa. Okay. Chupio description change. We knew this was coming because people were asking about this too. So Jedi Ranger just got Scout Trooper to 5 stars right now. Well done, sir. Unfortunately, I don't have any shards to pick up of him, so that's not happening. For me. So the change for Chupio. If the allied slot is a leader, is a rebel, they gain 40% of the max health, blah, 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 blah. The new text, if the allied leader is a non-Galactic Legend rebel, then they gain. So you can't use 3PO with Leia. Same things apply, same stats, everything like that. But if it's Leia, no. So don't try it. Don't try it, Anakin. I've got the high ground. Leviathan changes. They changed special 2, sabotaging the engines. If the enemy capital ship is light side, dispel all buffs on target enemy and inflict isolate on them for the rest of the encounter, which can't be caught, dispelled, or resisted. I just used it. It's ridiculous. It's really, really, really nice. Basically makes it to where the tanky tank Y-Wing is going to go down faster. So it just made the Leviathan versus Profundity counters. It's super nice. It's very nice. It's very nice. And then unique out of turn attacks can't critically hit Sith allies. And whenever a non-tank Sith ally is critically hit, all allied Sith tanks gain taunt for 2 turns. So you're not only that, but when you get attacks out of turn, that's can't get critically hit. But if you do have a normal attack that crits, then your tank automatically starts taunting for 2 turns. Known issues in the 5th tier of Leia's event. Occasionally, a tree stump will attach itself to you. You read that correctly. Maybe that's what's happening with Carthrak now. So yeah. Oh, what else? 73 wanted to let me know that color safe bleach only for certain clothing items have gentler cleaning for fancier clothes. Well, that's the way you should do it, right? You know. Okay, so that's the main news. Now let's get into the reveal of in the kit, going over the kit for GL Leia. I can over here. Who's tagging
me? Well, I'm tagging you because I had an idea. And Jedi rules, thank you.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Consider it. Yeah, consider it now. Consider it later, but consider.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, what the hell? I get tagged in Discord all the time, so as soon as I see it, I'm like, who's tagging me? Okay. My mouse will work here. I'd like to go to GL Leia. Get reveal Galactic Leia Organa. So, have you seen this yet, Desi Noodle Snarf?
Well, I haven't, but I'd be more than happy to pull it up right alongside you and read along.
Oh. That gives me an idea, Desi Noodle Snarf. What if we reach a certain goal, then I'll have you read this and we'll just go through. Oh, we could have Desi Noodle Snarf read it. Ooh. Well, should be the goal then.
I mean, I'm down for that.
Okay. Oh shit, sexy Desi trying to read the news. You may not get through the news.
It's last minute, so I don't know. Maybe give it a spin right now. See if the folks like it.
Well, we got to get a goal. We got to get a goal. We got to get a goal here. Let me think here. Quick goal.
Okay.
Let me think. Not a hype train. That's not going to happen. This 2 tips in the tip jar, and we'll have Desi read since it's last minute. I think that's fair, right? Little tips in the tip jar, and then you can do your reading. Okay. 2 tips in the tip jar. 2 shoeies equals Desi Noodle Snarf reading the news for you guys tonight in her, well, whatever voice she's going to read it in. So, make sure you
Well, I mean, I think my own voice is enough.
Well, you kind of add a lure to it sometimes. All right, Desi, let's not joke around. Certain times you turn on the thing and, you know, and graduate from the 3rd grade for nothing. So we get 2 tips in the tip jar. I will leave this up here for the moment. We'll have the very sexual, sexy Desi read the news. Good. But it's up to you guys. So if you put 2 tips in the tip jar, verify, clink, and then I'll let Desi read the rest of let Desi do the news. Hey, not bad. You get that set up right now. So if we go clink, then I can verify. The sooner I do this now, the less time we have to waste later. You know, I'm just being proactive.
100%. And if I might, Jedi Rolls, what did you see in Arnold's stream yesterday?
What?
Kind of confused because I'm pretty sure he wasn't talking about me.
I think he's talking about not Desi. I think he's talking about Leia's kid.
Okay.
But not everybody follows Arnold, and you know we have our own insights on it and stuff. So you know, we're gonna cover it again. Why does it sound like I'm listening to 80s rock music? It is 80s rock music.
You could be doing worse.
I was losing my mind for a second. I'm like, am I watching Karate Kid or something from the mid 80s? What's going on here? Jesus. What's in there going? Are we doing a montage right now? Holy shit, we are doing a montage right now. I'd be sitting there just like, you know. God. You remember those, Desi, fondly, I'm sure. The montage.
I mean, fondly is a strong term.
Well, all right. All right, so we'll give it a few minutes, see if we get a couple tips in the tip jar, and then we'll have... no, it's great music. I just was shocked. I'm like, what is this? Yeah, we know that Leia Tear's broken because poor Karth has lost a bunch of crystals on it. Ooh, what a surprise. And I got tagged in Discord again. Oh, it's Wolf in his 12-hour stream. Okay, he just started.
Right, it's so hard to find the post that you're looking at.
News, new post, Leia Tear. I mean, I can go back and pull it up, but we'll cover it afterwards. All right, 2 tips in the tip jar. We'll go 5 minutes here. If not, then I will read the news. But if we get 2 tips in the tip jar, 2 shoeies, and then Desi will read the news. While she's reading the news, I'll do the stupid ass shoeies live on the Ranger Shoey Cam. That's what the Ranger Shoey Cam is. But if not, then I'll just cover the news normally. Yeah, so it's right there, known issue, GL. Okay, so I'll cover this before we let Desi read the Leia kit. Hello, Holotable Heroes. The team is aware of a difficult issue that has surfaced in live for the GLA Leia event, specifically with the Jabba tier. The issue was not present during our testing and was beatable at an easier condition than what we've seen players attempt. We're figuring out a make it to players who have attempted this tier at a later date, as our primary objective is to get this event to a place we had intended it. Okay. There you go. All right, back into. All right, 4 minutes left. We'll see if they want to see you do a little Desi Snarf reading tonight. She's got the like.
It's okay.
If not, it's fine. I'll do it with my sexy, not Desi voice.
I think you should go for it. We'll make this a thing in later weeks.
I'll give it a couple of minutes. I'll put it out there. You never know. The skewers are crazy people.
Well, that's a fair point.
You never know. You just never know. You never know with the skewers. I don't know.
I take a lot of joy.
It gets really quiet. So. When it gets quiet out there, Desi, we know they're out there. We can hear them. Smell them. Then out of nowhere, blam! You're doing 20 shoeies. You never know.
Yeah, but a lot of that time I'm also, absolutely not conspiring against you. So
nope. That has never been a thing. Ever.
Absolutely not.
No. Desi would never do such a thing to her good friend and compatriot Ranger J 1999. He would not message people like contingent and such. And
I solemnly swear that I'm up to no good.
Wait a minute. You solemnly swear that you're up to no good, or that you're not up to no good?
I'm sorry, what?
What?
I didn't hear anything.
I feel like I'm being played here. Okay. I got a minute left. We'll see if it happens. If not, then I'm going to start reading the news. We'll cover it. No clink clink. That's fine. I'll just throw it out there. A little idea. A little bit of an idea there, you know what I'm saying? So. All right. Get ready to break down Leia's kit.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And I don't see any clink clink. And I'll verify one more time. If not, I'm just going to read the news. Yeah,
let's go.
All right, here we go. All right. All right, unit name, Leia Organa. She's light side leader, galactic legend, rebel, and tank. That's what it says up there, but then you see the categories, tank, leader, rebel. Oh, so it should also put galactic legend, goddammit. Key attributes. She's an offensive powerhouse. We've kind of known this before, but it's good to... yes, Jedi rules. There will be a legendary character in the Christmas season, the holiday season. It's his tradition. Offensive powerhouse, able to be competitive with most GLs on offense. Most, not all. Wait a minute here, buckaroo. I want all the GLs to get their ass. No, they need balance. Enemy roll call out. All abilities do something to enemies based on roll, including new icons showing you what role each enemy is. Well, that's something new. Empowers rebel allies, bringing a galactic legend power level team to the Rebel Alliance. Alright, Leia prevents all cooldown manipulation. You'll have no fear about not having your abilities when you expect to. Tank that doesn't taunt. Drawing the aggro away from her allies. Enemies will find they need to target her, but are not forced to. This is meant to emulate how the Empire is always after her. The Fearless buff means you need to attack her to prevent her from punishing your squad back. Inspiration, don't really care. Strategy tips. Due to how tactical she is and her identity as a key target, she's better served as an offense than defense. She can still hold some ground on defense, but she was designed as a more offensive GL. It makes me a little nervous. She looks, I mean, we get to her kit. I've read through it already. Desi Noodle Snarf, and we've had an offensive GL before. His name is C. That didn't work out very well for C. Makes me a little nervous. Not bad in 1,000 so far on just the offensive mainly GLs here. Your thoughts?
I was expected. I really don't have much feedback. This is kind of what I thought it was going to be.
Okay. Enemy roles can influence your decision making as well as the abilities to prioritize them. Choosing the right target with the right ability can drastically change the outcome of the battle. Damage the squad receives is a big mechanic. A percentage of allies received damage gets converted to bonus 2 damage for her basic on her next turn. All damage that Leia takes heals her allies at the start of her turn for the damage dealt to her. Tactical offense. You choose picking which character loses TM, which adds some complexity. Be sure to watch out for stun, making you miss your turn because the buff only lasts one turn. A hard-hitting unit like Kepchoka can also one-shot most units in the game, but this ability has trade-offs. Leia squad can have a ton of out-of-turn attacks between Drogon, R2, and Jedi tanks. Leia also applies retribution for even more attacks. Keeping call to action up is more important to generate ultimate charge. Can also gain ultimate charge from Fearless. All right, and these are all the facts for it. So yeah, and if you have a question, you could have clicked it there and they put it in there. All right, so let's go over her abilities now. So her first ability, basic righteous retribution. Final text, deal physical damage to target enemy. Rebel allies gain retribution for 2 turns. On her turn, deal bonus true damage to target enemy equal to 10% of the damage other rebel allies receive since her last turn, and deal additional effect based on the enemy's roll. If they're attacker, you dispel all their buffs and reduce their speed by 5, max up to 200 per buff until the end of the encounter. Healers and support, dispel all debuffs on all rebel allies, equalize Leia's health protection with the weakest other rebel ally, then require 20% health protection. Tanks, call all other rebel allies to assist, and reduce the target's max health by 5% per rebel ally until the end of the encounter. That's gross. That's just her basic. Yeah. Basic does all that. So
there's nothing basic about that.
Special 1, Rebel Ambush cooldown of 4. Final text, deal physical damage plus true damage equal to 10% of max health. Remove 20% turn meter and inflict a stack of ambush on target enemy until the end of their next turn if they don't already have ambush, which can't be copied, dispelled, blah, blah, blah. Rebel allies gain 10% mastery and 25% potency stack until the end of the encounter. This ability cannot be evaded or resisted. Inflict debuffs on their roll, which can't be dispelled. Attackers get dazed, healers and support get staggered, and tanks get buff immunity. What does ambush do? Ambush is a minus 50 speed and gain an additional stack upon receiving damage. A 6 stat, lose all stacks of ambush and gain ambushed until the end of the encounter. What is ambush? Minus 50 speed, max minus 50 speed like the other one, but protection is disabled, immune to protection up, and bonus protection. Ew, God almighty.
Hey, it's exciting.
New introduction from Gangster Sammy 3. Welcome. He says, keep up the good streaming. You gave me hope to win in Angry Birds tournaments one day. I will send you mango lasagna and mango nuggets. You're the best, and I'm making posters now of your Twitch to hang them in all metro stations.
Aww.
Well, that's nice. Jesus. I haven't played Angry Birds in forever. That makes me feel old. That makes me feel really old.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a hell of a comment.
I just did that. Well, you get a gifted sub. Say nice things and do nice things. You get nice things. I'm telling you, man, that's how this universe works, goddammit. And you get to see the dancing stormtroopers. Put that in your piping schmicket. Lost my whole train of thought. Gangster Sammy just did his thing. All right.
We were reading things.
we were reading kits and stuff. Okay, special 2, tactical offense, again, cooldown of 4. Dispel all debuffs, remove 100% turn meter from the target, other ally. Deal physical damage plus bonus true damage increased by 1% per turn removed from the target other ally to all enemies. We've called to action from all allies, and all rebel allies get called to action for turns, which can cover spelled in terms of back until the end of the counter. On their next turn, target ally gains 50% offense for their next ability, and if it is their basic ability, they gain an additional 2%. Mango lasagna as well. That sounds delicious. I'm down. Let's see. Where was I? 50% offense for the next ability. The next ability gain additional offense for each person. The target ally defeats an enemy during their next turn. They gain 50% turn meter. Target allies gain stealth and 150 speed for 1. And then you inflict debuffs like last turn, but you can read that there. God almighty. I said Leia's going to be an offensive.
I'm looking at the animation, and all I can think of, it's long, it's big, it's heavy, it's wood. Like, but that has nothing to do with the kid. Don't mind.
Hey, trust me, I've eaten all kinds of crazy shit, gangster. Trust me. Once you've had camel and some other things, you're pretty. Yeah, I'm open to most things. Unless it's not liver or broccoli, I'm good. Okay, unique one, forever our princess. Final text. At the start of the battle, R2D2 gains 75% max health protection, offense, and potency until the end of the battle. Stealth one turn. And assists whenever Leia uses a special ability, dealing 50% more damage. R2D2 receives damage he receives is decreased by 20%, and rebel allies recover 10% health whenever R2D2 attacks out of turn.
Do you think those stats are going to pass down through what is it, number crunch?
I don't know. I think number crunch hits
at the beginning.
Yeah, so I don't know what's going to hit first, because I think number crunch would go into effect. I don't know, because they're supposed to be simultaneous. They're both abilities, right?
Yeah. So that's going to make a heck of a difference.
Yeah, we just covered that. Dr. Zeppers are saying they're having an issue with one of the tiers that they went poo-poo. So, yep. But good looking out, Dr. Z. Dr. Zeppers out there.
Hi, Zeppers.
Yeah. I get Dizzy Noodle Snarf with me. We're going over GLA's kid here. So R2D2 gains a huge buff. So does Drogon in this kit. So yeah. Well, Drogon just gets. So if all allies are rebels, at the start of her turn, and each enemy's turn, Leia gains Fearless if she didn't already have it. Until she receives damage, which can't be copied. Blah 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 blah.
All wings check in.
Scribe Gaming. Who let that bastard in here? All right, everybody unlock his foils and assume attack position. I want him taken out immediately. Concentrate all forward firepower. I don't want anything going in. Getting in here. It's too late. Here they come. Oh, shit. Here comes LeBone. All right, there we go. Nate says rip T4. Yeah, we just saw the post from CG about it, and everybody will let me know about that. LBC. So much trouble in the LBC. It's hard being ROOB. What's going on, LBC Rob? Welcome to the raid, everybody. Breaking down Leia's kit. I'm sure you guys were watching Carthaginigus. I heard about it. I was doing other stuff. Do the ooh boy. You got it, LBC Rob. That's what we do here, baby. That's what we do. Long-time viewers, I do special little intros. I lost my train of thought.
We were watching the Karth do what that made you go, ew?
Oh, he got stuck on that tier of Jabba. He lost a lot of tickets. The one we were just talking about, because he was unlocking a tier.
Yeah.
Jabba threw a fit regarding Slave Girl becoming a Gia uncanceled their ticket sales. Well, Jabba's known to do these things, that fat bastard. So welcome, Raiders. Welcome, one and all. Glad to have you guys here. Welcome. Glad to have you guys here. A lot of you guys already know. So if you're new, make sure you give your shout-outs. Shout out to me and all the other skewers. If you have any questions, it's an interactive stream, just like Scribbles. Feel free to give your questions, all that stuff, and we will answer that. He farmed almost 3 full bouges. God damn. Oh, yeah, I know, LBC. Yeah, I mean, and yeah, so okay. And I will be doing the spoiler review with Caden and Thanos Kyrellus tonight. The fake 4th Hokage wannabe. And that'll be coming out tonight. You'll see the review for Ahsoka. I'm over the moon about this show. This last one was. I heard Desi squill from Nashville, all the way in Birmingham. So yeah,
it's true. It's true. My couch is ruined.
Yeah, Dr. Zeppers again. CG mentioned reimbursement. Yeah, Dr. Zeppers, you're on it. Yeah, if you didn't see the post, we already covered it. But yeah, you will get compensation. I think Karth might get some goodies in the goodie bag. No, for future thing, and I don't know what that's going to entail. There, Dr. Zeppers. We don't know. We just know that they're going to get stuff. We don't know what stuff that's going to be. Hey, thank you for the follow. This is the way. Regional Manager Vader. That's a name I've not heard since before you were born. Glad to have you here. What's up, brother? What have you been doing, you crazy bastard? What have you been doing? Oh my God! Oh Jesus Christ! Shit! If
I may.
Oh yes,
if I may.
Go ahead.
Regional Manager Vader.
Lovely Desi.
Regional Manager Vader. How's the Space Hooters doing? Genuinely interested in your
Say
business.
what? Hooter? What? I
Well,
heard Hooters.
He runs that Space Hooters.
Space Hooters.
You know.
No, I didn't know. I just know his regional manager Vader. He just runs stuff. He didn't tell me specifically that he ran Hooters in space.
You've watched the Oral Nuts videos.
No.
Okay.
I've
yes,
seen
you
a
have,
shit
but
ton of stuff, Desi. I haven't seen everything.
we literally watched them together, but okay.
We did?
Creepio.
I don't remember Space Hooters. I remember the Singularity and other stuff.
Welcome, Space Hooters. Best tit-related eating and drinking dining this side of the galaxy.
Oh, shit. I must have forgot about that
Say
part.
sausage again. You remember that, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God. You have failed me.
That's Jabba's twin cousin that runs that spot. Well, I don't know about that. Yeah. Regional manager still operating with 100% customer satisfaction. Oh, well, that's nice. Oh, good. Oh,
Thank you.
good. Thank you.
Regional manager Vader.
I mean, Dr. Zephyr says, we're sorry you spent tickets on our broken event. Please accept these 3 Clone Wars shards and apology and a token of our appreciation. I mean, you make it seem like 3 Clone Wars Chewie shards are as bad. That's amazing. I'll take 3 Clone Wars Chewie shards any day. What a great gift. I see your point. Welcome everybody. As I said, with the interactive stream, keep your questions coming in, comments, all that good stuff. I'm on this Ranger Shoey cam, as most of you know. If you want to see me do a Shoey, we had a thing going where if we got a couple of Shoeys, I was going to let Desi read the kit, but well, that that didn't happen. Oh God, Master Qui-Gon, what are midi-chlorians? It's heroin. The slides. I love it. It's so much. What of our bargain? You promised me skin. Oh my God. Actually, for the bits, we have one of the creepio ones. That I did for Heinze. Which one? Is this
Oh, I'm already on it. Don't you even. This is the appropriate time if there ever was.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, when is the best time? Anytime.
Now is the right time.
Now is the right time. All right, so Des is going to get that playing. But yeah, welcome, guys. We're going over Leia's kit. We do know there's issues with the GL Leia. And as I was saying earlier, covering her kit, we know that just like Jabba, the full marquees have not been out. They did the same thing with Jabba last year with Bougie and Lando were not fully in the game either before we got, when Jabba was launched. So, surprise, surprise, surprise. Jedi Rule says there's no dad jokes on Wednesday night stream. Those aren't dad jokes. Jedi Rules, that's from an actual skit. And Anakin had more midichlorians than ever. Yeah, that's true. He had a higher midichlorian count than Master Yoda. Think on that. That's not the right one there, Desi's Noodle Snarf.
I know! I'm awful at this shit.
It's bits.
Despite...
Yeah. I'm stalling so Desi Noodle Snarf can do her thing. Or Desi Snarf.
I really have problems with this sometimes.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Oh, and hey, look. Achievement. What do you know?
Is that not playing? Oh, there we go.
Look at him. Such a bumbling creature. So foolish. He's made of so much skin. I will make him part of us. Yes, I will wear his face. Look how much the others hate him. Almost as if they wish he was gone. Yes, I'd be doing them a favor.
So good. You want me to embrace the pain? Yes, make it a part of me. Creepio is the best. I swear. Oh, yes, fart too. Always making
It's one of those things where if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. I just don't remember the Space Haters. I'll have to go back and watch that. That shit had me cracking up, man. I love that little skit, man. It is so bad, man. It is so funny. Master, I heard Master Yoda mention midichlorians. What are midichlorians? Anakin? Heroin. It's just the way it's so serious.
Master Yoda naked. Snap!
Oh my god. The lightsaber battles are actually laser light fights. It's awesome.
I will show these Jedi who is truly Lord of the Dance.
God almighty. God, so crazy, dude. All right. Oh, well. I didn't hear any clink clink, so we'll move on. If allies are rebels at the start of her turn and each enemy's turn, Leia gains fearless. We already were to cover all this. At the start of her turn, all other rebel allies recover health equal to 100% of the damage Leia received. Their last turn, if the health is already at 100%, they recover this amount. Whenever a rebel attacker or support ally is dazed, they gain bonus protection 100% for one turn. Whenever an enemy is ambushed, all rebels gain foresight, and whenever a Jedi rebel tank uses a bit on their turn, Leia assists. What does Fearless do? Fearless says all allies are immune to expose, and fear allies also have plus 50% offense and tenacity. Price. Galactic Legends Zeta. This is pretty much standard for all the other ones. Her leader one is intense. Then we got her ultimate. This looks fantastic. So leader, I know. You know what that's from? That's when Leia flipped the script on old Han there in Return of the Jedi and said, I love you. Mm-hmm. All right. So they all gain 40 speed. Non-scoundrel rebel attackers gain 25% mastery. Wow. And 50% max health and max protection. Rebel tanks gain 100% defense for 2 turns to start the encounter. Protection up 50% for 1 turn whenever they gain taunt and deal bonus true damage equal to 20% of their max health whenever they use a basic ability against it. Rebel allies take 25% reduced damage from out-of-turn attacks and are immune to max health reduction and plague. Jesus. Well, there goes your Night Sisters.
Yeah, it's fine. They have their uses.
Yeah. Whenever enemies attack on a turn, non-scoundrel rebel allies gain 1% mastery until the end of the counter. At the start of each rebel ally's turn, dispel force and still. Whenever enemies with less than 100% turn meter gain bonus turn meter, they gain 100% critical avoidance. And Empire enemies can't gain bonus turn meter for 1 turn. Jesus. Whenever a rebel ally has their turn meter reduced, they can have their turn meter reduced again for 1 turn. Whenever an enemy is revived, all rebels, they gain 10% turn meter. Enemies afflicted with burning from a rebel ally can't recover health, and if burning is spilled on an enemy, they take 20% of their max health damage. Jesus. Whenever an rebel ally is inflicted with, ally inflicts an enemy with burning, they gain damage immunity for 1 turn. Oh, Drogon and R2 going to be pretty potent. The first time a non-scoundrel rebel ally loses all their protection, they gain second wind for 3 turns, which can't be copied. What does second wind do? The first time this character would reduce to 1% health. Dispel this buff and cover 50% health and protection instead. That's when they lose their protection that kicks in? Jesus Christ. And all allies and enemies are immune to cooldown manipulation. And then there's her ultimate. These are my friends. Ugh. What do you mean is Desi alright? Desi, are you alright? Desi Noodle Snarf Snarf, are you fine?
Okay, just...
Desi, are you okay? Are you okay, Desi? Desi, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Desi?
Perfectly fine. I'm not like Ram and Mace where I'm just like, no,
I know why he's asking because of the Night Sisters. Yeah, we can't have Marin destroying their new shiny. So they made sure that happened immediately. See, now the ultimate is badass. I like this. Look, here comes Chewie with the ATST, right? But what if it had been Brian Chewie from Family Guy? And instead of he just starts shooting everything, butterflies, leaves, flowers, and then he hits the beehive and he gets stung to death. I think that would be a cooler ultimate.
That's a hell of an animation, though. This pleases me greatly.
All right, what does her ultimate do? Gain 4% ultimate charge whenever enemies' turn on Leia's turn ends with Leia has a stack of Fearless, and 1% whenever she deals damage while they have called it action. Deal true. This is crazy. Deal true damage to all enemies equal to 30% of her max health, 90% against enemies who are ambushed. So if they're ambushed, they're going to really get hurt. You remove 100% of their turn meter, and then you inflict ambush on the enemies for 1 turn. He didn't already have it. And if all allies are rebels, you fracture all enemies until the end of Leia's next turn she's defeated, which can't be copied, dispelled, or resisted. So on top of everything else, you're going to get everybody fractured. They all recover 100% health and protection and gain tenacity after 3 turns, which can't be copied, all that stuff. And rebel allies gain 50 speed for 2 turns. If this ability defeats an enemy, however, revive all defeated rebel allies and they recover full health protection. All non-scoundrel rebel allies gain 30% mastery until the end of the counter, and other rebel allies gain an additional 50 speed for 2. This attack can't be countered or...
I mean, if you can get to ultimate, it's
game over.
It's like everybody's Thrawn, and yet it's also Radis. Like, Christ Almighty.
That is a kit of kit, folks. So burning is going to be nasty. Ambush is going to be nasty. They get all kinds of happiness back in their lives. A lot of turn meter reduction, not manipulation, but it works. There's a turn meter. Oof. And mastery. That 25% mastery and shit. As I said, Leia's going to be a powerhouse. The team, I don't know what we're going to use with her. Because the rebels, we've heard Kanan and Old Ben and shit, and I'm just like, can we just get a little bit better characters? I don't want to use ones from episode 4. God damn it, man. That's the only thing I don't like. As I said earlier in the lunch stream, I think Leia's kit is phenomenal. Looks great. Looks awesome. We still have to play around with it because we can work out the kinks. But LBC Rob, the Relic 9 packs are in the web store again with 15 keypads assigned. It's still it's a gamble. I just don't buy the gamble stuff. Sorry about the Relic 7 ones where you can get this 15 or 30 and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm just not good. Oh yeah, Regional Manager Vader. Leia gonna smash fools. She is definitely gonna hit like a magma truck. I mean, R2 and Drogon on the team makes sense, and then 2 tanks like. I would just wish we had a little bit more hero characters. Like, you look at the Jabba team, it's a well put together team. It's very iconic and stuff. This one's kind of like, we're using older characters because we're too lazy. I'm sure they will be, but it's like, You know, it would have been cool if we had, like, I don't know, a General Han and a General Lando. We got a new Leia and Skiff Lando for Jabba. Why can't we get those 2 badasses for Leia? We got to use Drogon R2, which is fine. Eating an old Ben, man, that just really makes me sad. Yeah, she had interactions with them, but that was years in the past, and we're on Return of the Jedi, damn it. I think it's a missed opportunity. I didn't really understand the release of this. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Or why they didn't do that. But she's here, and Leia on her own, Leia is fantastic. I'm sure the team will be dynamite. It'll be an offensive powerhouse. So, you tell me what you guys think. Well, no, but I mean, you have options on that 5th slot, Jack Daniel. It's not like you have to use Embo, because you can use Greedo, he's very good. You can use Gamorrean Guard, 2 tank 1. You can use Embo, of course, aptly mentioned. Use Boba Fett, and Boba Fett hits bloody freaking hard in that team. Embo just is the most useful one, but you still, the other ones work well too. I mean, you know. But they're all part of the scummy Hut Cartel stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Boba Fett. It's characters I know. It's not like we have a made-up character that they did to represent the Special Forces guys there. R2 is R2, so I'm okay with R2. But Old Ben and Kanan, you know, it's like, yeah, Captain Datapad. It's just like, I'm just not thrilled for the team usage here. And maybe we'll get some new characters to add to her, but I'm really disappointed that they didn't really be bringing some iconic characters for this team. You know, it just doesn't feel like, you know, and their synergy is Rebels, you know, so kind of limited with what you can bring in for her. Maybe we'll get some characters. I said the lifter, some other stuff that gets added to the kit. You know, characters that'll get added. But you guys tell me how you guys. I mean, Leia's fine, but I'm just not thrilled with the overall team that you're going to be using. I am glad Leia's in the game. There she is.
Hello.
Oh, look who it is! Desi Snarf Snarf changed into Carthaginigus. I heard you. I heard you had a bad day, my friend.
If there was one man I wanted to show up tonight, it is this motherfucker right here. Hell yes.
All right, Carter.
No, I just spent, you know,
I know. Everyone told me
280 tickets and my nose against the grindstone. I'm pretty sure I've got a nice, smooth, single plane face now.
Do you?
But yeah,
that
that was fun.
A little roughage. Get all the roughage off.
Yeah. All the ugly's gone. I'm just polished
If your
now.
tongue's still working, you're fine.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean that's what she said, but
Well, you just put a mask over with a hole for the mouth. That's all you need.
right, the
All your-
nose is really just there to kind of keep her from sliding off.
Your new name shall be Blindy McPenetrator.
I love you gentlemen so much. Please go on.
So there's new Leia. You will
Yeah.
you will be getting stuff back. They just posted that Carthaginigus. So
Yeah,
not to worry.
I have
Oh, nice.
been informed. I have been well educated on the
Well
matter.
educated on the matter.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. So Leia.
Apparently, there was one advantage to being on Scribe Stream and streaming it.
If you told me, I would have streamed it, but you didn't tell me.
Well,
you
I mean,
son of a bitch.
I had already talked to Scribe about doing it, so
That's
what I
fine.
was
You don't want to
thinking.
stream the cool stuff with me anymore. It's fine. It's cool.
Well, in honesty, it wasn't supposed to go so long. I thought we'd be like an hour and it'd be over, and I would go back to work, and then it was like 3 hours, and we still hadn't finished.
Is there anything that you're not well educated on, Karth?
I mean, Swgoh related, I'm pretty well educated.
Outside of
Beyond
that, yeah, pretty brain dead. I mean, if you
I'm
watch
like a
lore
headless
videos,
chicken looking
yeah.
for corn.
Yeah, that is what she said. So Leia's team, man, I'm just talking about. We just went over her kit.
Yeah.
Kit's incredible.
Yeah.
I love the ultimate.
she-
I'm sure she rocks, but the team that you use with her, I'm just like, I'm so unmotivated, dude. It's like,
Yeah, it's not really cool. It's not really like a thematic thing that makes any interest for a lot of players. Like Drogon's gonna be a really powerful character. I won't argue that.
yeah,
You know, and R2 having a home is really cool. You know, there are lots of little nuanced things that are like, oh, that's nice to have again, right? And then it's just like, but I gotta level who to do what for
it-
why?
what are you using as the other two? Are you using Old Ben and Kanan? And I mean,
No.
what's the
Well, I'll use Old Ben for sure because he has no real other home per se.
Kanan, you want to keep on the Rex team.
Yeah, because I mean, he's required to. He needs to be there to be able to beat like teams like Lord Vader and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
you can't really afford to take Kanan away from Rex if you have a Rex counter. But then again, the thing is though, is that the Jedi Rebel tanks are only good in the situation of teams that have consistent protection up, which is only two teams in the game, which is Jabba and JMK. So it's like, if you're not going to be countering those, or you don't need a counter to those because you have cheaper, better options, then you're not going to need Kanan on that team. So the most sense to me that makes a good call is an attacker as your fifth
Who are you running?
to help. Well, right now I'm praying that Princess Leia works, to be honest with you.
Makes sense with the stealth and the bonuses to attack and stuff. Yeah.
Well, the stealth gives it so there are only 2 targets available. The majority of the fight
There's-
are going to
yeah,
be
Leia Omni.
Leia and Old Ben.
Yeah.
So
that team just makes me sad. It's not even the full Return of the Jedi squad, man. What are we
Yeah.
doing? Come on, man. Oh, I'm such a sad panda. God damn it.
but I mean, yeah, I kind of wish there was like a new Han Solo for this one. I
Yeah.
kind of wish there was a new Chewbacca for this one. I would still be okay with Drogon. I would still be okay with R2D2 being in the squad, but I kind of wish we had a little bit more Endor thematic team.
I'm
in
surprised
play.
Jedi Knight Luke wasn't added to the squad. I don't know, just her
Well,
brother, you know. I mean, I'm
I
just
know,
throwing
but I
that
mean,
out there, you know. Just specific.
He would need the
synergy.
same claws that R2D2 has, though, right?
Wait, if
It's
they did
like-
it for R2, let's do it for Jedi Luke.
I
Come
mean,
on.
I'm with you. I'm with you. They could do it.
Oh, I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at
100%.
CG. My anger is directed toward them, you know.
I mean, and for a relatively, like, it's not like great, but it's not like it's earth shattering. It's just not as much enjoyment.
Yeah. Have you had a chance to test her out yet?
Test her out? What do you mean?
I thought you got her unlocked.
No.
Oh, you didn't get her unlocked. Okay.
I have failed the battle 4 times. And so I've lost 280 tickets, and then I was directed from on high to cease attempting
Okay.
until we get a fix and play. So
Yeah, someone was asking me about what you want to mod her for. Speed and health, I'm thinking.
tenacity.
Okay.
Tons of tenacity. You cannot get blinded. If you get blinded, you are hosed.
So, how much tenacity do we want?
I
on her?
ran 6 tenacity sets on Leia
Okay.
and a tenacity cross, so I was pushing 190%, but I had some decent secondaries.
Okay.
And then protection on the circle and the triangle.
You
And
don't want health,
then-
huh?
No, because the thermals from Jabba do % health damage, so you want as small as a health pool as possible.
Okay, gotcha.
But this is specifically referring to that tier 4 fight. The rest of the tiers, actually, I think Scribe's going to steal my
Well,
account.
outside of the tiers, just looking at Leia, how generally do you want to mod her?
Leia herself.
Yes, Leia herself
The
as just a
GL.
general purpose going forward as a GL. What are you thinking? Not for
think
the
she's
shitty Jabba fucked up fight.
Yeah. No, okay. The actual GL. I think she's going to kind of be follow that seer kind of theme. You want her very bulky because you want her to take a lot of damage because she's going to reflect a lot of it back on her own turn.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't want her incredibly fast. Now I haven't looked at her base stats yet, to be honest. I'll have to go check that out.
I'll do that right now.
But I don't think she needs to be all that fast. I think she's going to be a very defensive build because I don't know quite yet how the interactions are going to play. Is if you need to outrun other GLs, and that's going to be their can of worms. But it seems like if all you're trying to do is get the opening shot out the rip, then I don't know if that's going to be worth fighting for because you gain so much tenacity and stuff in that stack that, like, if you just stack a little tenacity on the team and you can't get ability blocked by like JML.
Are these? So this is the stats on Swgoh.gg. So her power
What's her base speed?
base speed is 372.
Okay, so she's not the slowest, but she's not the fastest.
Yeah. Crit damage 150 and potency 63. Tenacity is pretty high, 86%.
Yeah.
Damage.
And she's a tank, so she's going to have massive.
She has 46.4 armor starting off with.
Yeah, but she's going to have her health protection pool should be pretty large because of the R9.
It says 62,000 health, 57,000 protection.
Is that at R9?
No, I'm just reading the stats as they are.
Oh, because there
right
should be
here.
a scroller on the side of Swgoh.gg that can tell you.
Yeah, this is
which
like gear
tier you're
13. This is gear 13.
Okay, yeah.
So gear 13, she'll be at those stats, no mods or anything.
And then at Relic 9, she'll like gain another 40k of each.
Let me go Relic 9. So Relic 9, she'll be at 97,000 health, 91,000 protection.
Yeah.
Nothing else really changes. Her damage goes
No,
up to
'cause it's-
5,243.
Yeah, and her armor will go up, and that's about
Yeah,
it. She is a
56.1.
tank.
Well, she's special offense, it looks like. So 7,123 is going to be her.
Is she? What's her? Does she have a? What's her mastery? Tank stat. Is it armor, crit damage, or crit hit immunity, or evasion? I can't imagine it being anything besides armor.
I'm trying to find it. Where is it?
Well, just see if the if those stats change from their base stats.
Which one's the? It looked like. So we'll go back to Gear 13.
Cause
The Gear 13, she has 49. Let's see. Good chance. Okay. Special damage. Yeah, it's special damage. Special offense goes up significantly. And then her armor goes up by 10%. From if I got a Relic 9. Yeah, 10%.
no, she's a critical avoidance mastery.
Yeah, critical avoidance is 31.5%.
Yeah, so that is what her lasting scales up.
The hell of a noise there, Garth.
Yeah, I'm a little frustrated and burnt out on the fact that I lost so many tickets, because that was like literally half my energy I had hoarded up is out the window. I would have easily been 2 out of 10 on the alt, and could have gone for probably 3 or 4 out of 10 within the first day. So it would take me 6 days to get the alt essentially. And no.
And it's yeah.
And it's no. So
Thank you for being the tip of the spear, regardless.
Hey, you know,
you, Miss Katie.
I feel like there's actually a slight advantage to the fact that I went ahead when we did, and playing it damn near right as it went live, because I don't think CG would have seen it sooner. I honestly don't. I think Arnold was too far behind for it to been meaningful, and nobody else was streaming.
Hey, Contingent 33, what's going on, you crazy bastard?
What am I? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm trying to.
Well, I'll have Leia when these things go into shipments, but this like Jabba, they release. Client must be restarted. Okay.
Have you had it done yet already?
No,
There was one at 4:15.
Yeah, this is the next one. There's another one coming in.
Oh.
Let's see if there's an emergency post here.
Emergency broadcast.
We break your locally televised programming for this special news report. Updated notes. Updated notes? What was updated?
I don't know.
I don't know what
In the
shit
kitchen.
updated. You say in the kitchen. Don't bother, Contingent. He says, I'm getting ready to start my Leia battles. It's broken. Don't bother, Contingent. Don't do it.
Tier 4.
Yeah,
Don't do tier 4, Contingent, for the love of Christ. Don't do tier 4.
You can do tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, but tier 4 is nigh unbeatable. I think the only person in the game right now who has Leia it's like a 13.7 million GP account, and I think they have an R9 Bausch. I don't think that quite qualifies as an adequate data point. But if you have questions for modding, I can help you with that, because I did find that remodding for the event helped a ton.
Well, hopefully you don't have to, because they fixed the goddamn.
Well, no, because it's only tier 4 that they're seeing significant problems with. It's not the other tiers.
Well, they just posted that the team is aiming to release a hotfix for this tomorrow morning, 9:14. We'll keep you folks posted if this gets adjusted. I haven't seen anything other than that.
No. They're not going to fix. But their previous post that said that the event was fucked up.
Yeah.
Was just tier 4. Everything else is where they wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Which is still kind of shitty, because that tier 2 fight sucks.
Why are they making this shit hard again, man? Like,
I don't know. That's what
like, goddamn, pull your head out of your ass sometimes, CG.
Like,
Swear.
There was no need to make it that. Like I said, I don't mind a little mod puzzle, but I think CG needs to realize that you're doing like 3 characters versus 6 characters. I'm like, these odds just kind of blow. And I'm not a fan, but you know.
Yeah, people didn't unlock her, but they went through hell to get it.
Yeah, some people have, but it's very few, and they're very big accounts or very high invested or got really lucky on some RNG.
Yeah, a lot of people have just had no shot, so.
Yeah, well, there's no way an R5 Bausch is going to win it, so like you can just kiss that one goodbye right now.
Kiss it goodbye.
So,
luckily mine's Relic 8, so I think I might be okay.
Yeah, same. Well, most people who should be in a position getting Leia should have her pretty close to that because of the raid.
Wait till tomorrow, contingent. Until we get an updated, don't go past tier 3. You said tier 3 on the job event. Yeah.
Tier 4 is nigh unbeatable. It's not. It's like a 1% chance to win, and I feel like that's a huge gamble on your tickets.
Yeah.
Because it takes to get 70 tickets, it's like 1,000 energy or more. So I feel like that's a huge gamble to not have a guarantee. So
yeah, it just doesn't work. So Leia, what are we thinking now for her modding? We were talking about that before we got.
Yeah, we got interrupted. So she's relatively fast. She's immune to fear and play. No, not immune. She as a GL is immune to fear, yes, but.
Fear and something else. I just read it in the kit. I have to go back. But
it's
fear.
Plague. I know. Plague is one.
Yeah, you can't get plague.
Yeah, they can't get plague. They can't get. They're immune to max health effects.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Yeah.
Basically, just shutting out any chance of those poor Night Sisters doing anything useful.
Nope.
Desi cries and Ephemere magic.
That's why she had to go. She needed a moment to collect herself.
I'm perfectly zen about all of this. If they had to say plague didn't work, that just meant plague was too OP.
It's true. That is exactly what happened.
Because that's what happened. They did. That's what happened to Jabba. They learned that lesson really quick.
Yeah. So I mean,
I think it's still health primaries with.
Well, yeah, you definitely want health because of how her kit reads, right?
Yeah,
she does a lot of things based off of her max health.
Yeah.
So that's going to be an important factor of it. I just don't know if she wants to be.
Because she's like 72, so
yeah, but that's barely faster than C, and C is the slowest GL.
Are we thinking we're going to do a C build on her with just?
I think
mods?
so. I think that's
so
kind of the route you're going to run. Is you're just going to run her to be a massive sponge.
Yeah,
because you want her to take damage. She doesn't necessarily need to be fast.
Because you can have good health sets with 20 speed on all of them and push her to like C near 500 and still be pretty good. I think, right?
Yeah. I mean, she's probably still going to be somewhere in the mid 400s. I mean, because it's not going to be that hard to get a plus 100 speed on her, right? But I don't think it's going to be a necessary thing for her to hit. It's not going to be like Jabba where you need the speed.
That speed, yeah.
To cycle back around fast.
Yeah, because you want her taking damage. Because I mean, GLs are even a slow GL always goes second. So C always goes second, But it's like, okay. They go first, I go second, do my thing. That's really tempting there, Frodo. Full health set again, huh? Well, my. Because you're going to take her to 9, right? She's going to have crazy health, dude. Fuck, she's already at 97,000 something. 9. Yeah, Leia's kit's fine. It's actually really, it's a GL kit, so take that with a grain of salt. But the way that it reads it, so I didn't have any problems with it, Mary J. If you do, that's fine. Yeah, she does, and then R2 gets all those stacks. Plus, we don't know how Number Crunch is going to work with that. That's what things we're looking at is what's going to go first, Number Crunch, and then he gets all the bonuses, or does he get all the bonuses and does Number Crunch? That's going to be crazy. So that's one thing we're looking at. That's going to give her bonus stuff too. I'm sure she'll get a Datacron and stuff. But for the most of us normal human beings that are not Carthaginigus, or the giant Krakens in this game, It's gonna be a while before I get GLA. I mean, we're gonna get Malicos on Monday. That's locked in, and we're gonna take him to Relic 8. And then we're going to the Journey Guide, and then we'll just have to wait till Kinesis done and the rest of them. But I can't go to the Journey Guide. What, you took off my Journey Guide? Really? Bastards. I had that up, and then they took it down. They took it away from me. Those sons of bitches. Yeah, I'd like to begin the journey again. Thanks. Oh, I already have 101 burritos. Mm-hmm. Nate, you know how I got 7 out of 30 Drogon shards. That bastard Linky didn't believe me about the Illuminati. So I rolled a pack just to show him how the Illuminati F's Ranger all the time. And lo and behold, I got a Swevin. I'm glad you brought it up, Nate. You want to relive any past childhood traumas and shit? I don't know why he's trying it. Arnold's struggling with it right now. Did nobody tell him not to do it? It's busted. It isn't worth the headache.
Repeating the same actions over and over again and expecting different results. I think we all know what that is, but that's all I got.
This is any. Because he has 5K viewers, you know he can't win. I don't care how many viewers I have. I'm not going to sit there. It's one thing if I have a chance it's not busted, but if they say it's broken, it's not working, I'd be like, sorry guys, not much I can do. I'll do something else. Archie says, I was hoping someone would get to tier 5 and get a tree stump stuck to their character. You're not wrong. That's true. Farming fuel. Oh, look who it is. Speak of the devil. Parth, are you still there?
I came back. I'm good.
Good. Look who's in the chat. Our good friend Tuscan Meathead says, hello, fellow gamers. Anything happened today? You bastard. Parth, I'll just let you speak your piece here, buddy.
I mean, I'm a lot of crashing into a wall and burning.
Yeah, okay.
We're
in your feelings, Garden. We're in your feelings, Garden. You can't.
Yeah, it's what happened. A lot of pain, suffering, agony, anxiety. The classic trifecta. Kind of came to full fruition today. While we were trying to attempt to do the nigh impossible. I wouldn't say it is impossible. People do have GL Leia, but those people aren't me.
Yeah.
Would you say that you went through the 7 stages of grief through this whole process?
Not yet.
What stage do you think you're on there, Parth?
God, and I gotta remember what they are.
What is it?
I haven't gotten to acceptance yet.
Yeah.
let's put it that way.
Maybe you're still hanging out at bargaining somewhere.
Yeah, bargaining. Okay.
Yeah, what can I give to the CG overlords to get my Princess Leia?
God knows you already spent 200. How many burritos? 280.
It was 280. So that was the cost of the failed tickets, which I mean isn't the end of the world. It just sucks because the whole plan was to try to have her done by the time lock-in happened for the next phase of
it's Leia Organa, you meathead.
You wench.
Did he say glow?
You wench.
If he said glow, I will kill him. I do not want to hear
You're being a tart.
Galactic Legend, Leia Organa. Why would you GLLO?
But else 73 says the 7 stages: anger, crying, wailing, acceptance, crackening, telling meathead what happened.
We're all over on the steps then, because I'm not to acceptance yet, but I've done the crackening and talking to Meathead.
Yeah.
We're
doing that right now. We're having a good chat. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
It's a great time to be alive. But yeah, I mean, it's just a little unfortunate there that we kind of had to walk into that minefield unprepared. But I mean, that's just kind of how things go. Some days you do your best to put everything on the right track, and you send it out the door, and
As
High
Batman
gust
said,
comes over
as
and off
Batman
it goes.
said, Karth, some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
No.
And Garth, I really do appreciate, folks like you who go out there on day one and just absolutely rub your dick in the dirt. Thank you. No, genuinely, thank you.
I
Just
mean,
look at Meathead says, I've been holding on to Karth for the last hour, rubbing his back and letting him know everything will be okay. Did he really
Yeah,
do
how do
that?
your shoulders feel, Garth?
I mean,
Or was he
Is he good at
hypnotizing
back
you saying you
massages?
you have Republic credits will be
I'll
fine.
be honest with you. The funny part to me was the beginning. He just comes into Scribe's chat. He's like, "So have you tried winning?"
Oh.
Wow.
And in fairness, though, in his defense, when I first did that mission, I was doing the raid before, and I had pulled some mods off Leia. So I was like, "Oh, I'm an idiot. I didn't go in fully modded." And then I went back and did it modded and got absolutely destroyed. And I was like, okay, let's try this again.
And it's
then
gone.
got destroyed again. And then all of a sudden people were like, yeah, it should be like this. And I'm like, I know. But here we are.
Yeah, we did read that out, Meathead. We read this statement. And sometimes it happens, in the test environment. I know, being the former master beta tester, that
Well, and this is something I was trying to tell people on Scribe stuff too, is like, I don't know the inner workings of how CG does everything, but when what they test they're on is probably a little bit more down the line than what our current access is to.
Yeah.
And so there might be one or two things that they've tweaked that gets overlooked. And then when they put it on the old system, things go sideways.
Yeah.
And it happens. And that's just what it is. I just tell everybody every time, it's like, the one thing you don't need to do is go scream at Meathead, because he's got no control over this.
I know, right? Why are you getting mad at Meathead? Yes, we get angry at him for the Red 5 stuff, but outside of that...
That was different.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was kind of walking into it a little bit on his own front. Like, you see the meat chipper in front of you, and you're like, I wonder what happens if I put my finger in it. But yeah, that's kind of what
yeah, we always tell people, don't kill the messenger, kill the messengers. Messenger.
Yeah.
No, kill the people that sent the message.
This isn't Sparta. We're not here to kick people down wells. But yeah, I mean, it's just an unfortunate circumstance to happen, and they're getting blown up about it, and I can only imagine the live chat in Arnold's stream right now.
Oh, I know.
As he's attempting to do the mission himself.
He just, I feel bad, man. He's just sitting there beating his head against the wall.
Yeah, and luckily he's in a position to where he even has the energy to do it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Like, I don't. I'm done. I'm out. I don't have any more.
No, CG's in, I want to say Sacramento, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Thank you, Lee Bone. Yes. So, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, some things are just the way it goes, man. It's unfortunate, but it shit happens. So what are you going to do? Although, I mean, Meathead, it's just bugs, man. Leviathan, it's just, oh boy.
If I may.
Yes. You may.
That single statement that Meathead made right there, like, yo, guys, I pulled the fucking alarm. It's from my own work experience. Sometimes you don't know how hard it is to actually get that alarm to go off. Meathead, I appreciate the hell out of you for that, dude. Because
is that what you appreciate about him, Miss Katie?
That is literally what I appreciate about him. It's tough out there.
Oh yeah, it's an unenviable test.
Good job, boss.
Tree Stump is the true tier boss. Oh yes. Oh, listen, I don't know California cities at all. I've been to a few, but I don't know them that well. So, But LBC Rob can say these things because he does live in California, and he can make fun of the thing. Houston, communist. My old stomping grounds. Deep in the heart of Texas. Austin's pretty amazing too. I ain't gonna lie. Nashville's pretty dope. Yeah.
Can confirm.
We're gonna go to war. Talk about my hometown of Houston, Texas. Actually, it's named after the great leader of the great Texas War of Independence in 1836. Sam Houston, great general. But Austin is actually the capital. But when Texas was its own country for 9 years, we forget about that. Texas was once its own country. And then we said, nah, let's just join the
Still
U.S.
wants to be.
Then we decided to join the U.S. because deep in the heart of Texas. But everybody loves the city that they're from. Come on now, let's be real.
I'm biased.
You blundering fool!
So the Fire Nation attacked? Yes, I forgot about that in our history, yes. 1836, independence. 1837, Fire Nation attacked. 1845, we joined the U.S. We couldn't take the Fire Nation. Well, there's no income tax in Texas. Every state's different. I mean, you love where you're from. Home is where the heart is, man.
Home is where the humidity is not 1,000.
It's been pretty moist here lately, man.
I don't like swimming to wherever I'm walking to.
Oh, that's true.
I don't know what y'all are talking about. It was like a cool 70 to 80 here today.
Well, it was a cool 93 today or some shit like that. I know, because I was in it.
And that's why you need to Nashville harder.
Pass.
Yeah. And so anyway, keep your questions coming in, Meathead's here. So you got his undivided attention.
Is he here, or in the chat here?
In the chat there, not here.
Okay.
He's got the link. I don't know why he's not jumping in here with us. He could be.
My assumption is that he hasn't left the office yet.
Probably not. Yeah, poor guy. Got,
Something tells me he's clocking a couple overtime.
Yeah,
hours
him
today.
and pork chops. They're having a tough time.
But
From the pork chops. Sideburns amazing.
ugh.
You don't like eating
But-
eating air? Yes. Okay.
That's pretty thick air. All right.
Oh, I think California's great. I'm not hating on California.
Parts of California are great.
Yeah.
I'll put it that way.
For parts of LA, I wouldn't want to be seen at night. And I'll say the same about Houston. Certain parts at night, I'm not going to be at. Yeah. Unless I'm
I
packing.
said that about. Yeah, there's a lot of parts of big cities I wouldn't be at
Yeah,
night.
you
just
really
in
don't.
general.
I don't really want to.
I could probably name a city in most cities in a state. I could probably name and give you things places I don't want to be.
Time to rub the lotion on the tattoo.
Ugh. It puts the lotion on the skin.
This is the lotion on the tattoo. It does this when it's told her she'll get the hose again.
Yeah.
Desi will give me the hose again. I don't want that shit.
Only if you ask nicely.
I gotta keep it moisturized. Gotta keep it moisturized.
Restore pages. What was it?
Well, in other news, the armor's coming along very nicely.
Well, that's
So
good.
I got the first coat of the first 3 coats of the primer on, so I'm letting that sit, and then Friday we'll begin our wet sanding, and then Saturday, Sunday I will be doing the next coat of the next primer, and then we'll let that sit for 3 days. Then we'll wet sand that. We'll get our first real solid glassy coat on the armor, and then after that we put a color of 1 layer primer and a clear coat of stuff, and then it takes 4 to 6 hours to dry, but as soon as that dries, right, you got to do it pretty quick. You want to give it 4 to 6 hours, but you want it to where it's at a certain point. Then you put on the graphite. And that's how you get the best Scar armor looking that we want. A lot of work, but I'm doing it because it needs to be done so the costume looks great for the kids and other stuff we're going to be.
For the kids.
Yeah, you got to do it for the kids and stuff. Meathead, I didn't know you were Canadian. He's Canadian with all the other Vulcan and Mushroom people of Nova Scotia. Well, we have a lot of Canadian friends up there that are skewers. In this chat right now there, eh?
Ba-na, na-na. God, I don't want
Got
to play
poutine and
5v5.
maple syrup and good Canadian whiskey up there, eh?
I mean,
we-
they got things.
And they
that are
need more
up
money.
there.
They need more money, buddy. Oh, he's not
I
Canadian.
always find that interesting though, right? Like everyone like will talk about how certain food delicacies are like really amazing or not, and I'm just like, I'm with you, but some things I just can't get behind.
Blame Canada. It's not
Even
even
like
a real
smothering
country
something another
anyway.
thing isn't really making food. It's just masking up the carbs you're putting it on top of.
It's basically a heart attack in a bucket.
Yeah.
Have you had Kentucky Fried Chicken or Popeyes?
Ooh,
Don't get me started.
that does sound good. Fried chicken sounds good.
That's right, Power 2. We're all Canadian friends here. Great day for Canada, and therefore the world.
Okay, what was I doing next? I don't remember.
Don't forget, it was Canada that bombed the Baldwins.
What?
Like the Stephen Baldwins?
All the Baldwins.
All of them. Okay, good. Glad we clarified that.
Yes, they were all bombed. That's right, buddy. We sure did. Bombed him right to hell.
Half of sobriety. I'm gonna guess that they failed the sobriety testing.
No, it's from South Park the movie. They retaliated because we took Terrence and Phillips, right? And so they bombed the Baldwins.
I know, but I was just making a joke out of another definition of bomb.
Oh. Jedi Rules Stranger KFC is better than Popeyes. They're both good. It's just whatever you prefer.
Which spice blend do you like better?
Yeah.
That's it.
Love that chicken from Popeyes. Or Colonel Sanders special seasoning. What do you want? That's right, LBC Rob. Hey, Karth, you know what sucks about being a Baldwin? Nothing.
What's that?
Nothing.
It's fair.
That statement doesn't make sense. He says, you take that back, Jedi Rolls. I'll stand behind Popeyes even though they food poisoned me recently.
Listen, everyone has
We've
a
all
toxic
gone through it,
relationship
yeah.
that they can't get out of, and nor do they want to.
That's true.
Apparently for Desi, it's Popeyes, so here we are.
Speaking of love that
mean,
chicken from
if-
Popeyes, look who joined us. It's the Meathead. Well, hello, Meathead.
Hello.
Hello,
Oh,
my
God.
friend.
Oh, God.
yeah.
All right.
Oh,
all right.
yeah.
I've talked about him enough today. I've summoned him. This is not good for me.
I need an old priest and a young priest.
I can't stay around long, but I figured I'd hit the link. and say-
Hey, glad to have you here. I bet you're having a fun
Love
day there,
having
buddy.
you here.
Oh, man. How's your day been,
So-
Mead? Oh,
You
boy.
know, it's going well. You know, I'm no longer cooking for tonight. I'm definitely getting takeout.
That's true. Yes. Yes.
About to say, weren't you trying to make some sort of a clam dish for dinner?
No, I was gonna make a clam pizza this weekend, but today it was
Oh.
gonna be a pesto chicken with pasta.
Oh.
Yeah, I
That
make
sounds-
my own pesto. It's delicious.
It's do.
Yeah, with the pine nuts. Nuts.
I do have pine nuts. Nests, yes. My dyslexia even comes out when I write it on freehand.
Hey, I do it the same time too, man.
If you
All I
toast them
heard-
up real good, it's like
all I
nothing
heard
else in
was-
the world.
All I heard was nuts.
He spelled nuts N-U-S-T, and I'm
Yeah.
trying to pronounce it how
Nust.
it should sound, and it
Nust.
sounds so close to nuts.
Nestle Quick.
Yes.
That's how we eat our nut. That's how we eat it down here in the South. We get us some nust. We don't use peanuts.
So
We just get
so
real
I guess
fresh
the
nuts.
best way to phrase it right now is only one person in this call has seen Leia's Tier 4 event been beaten.
That's true. This is accurate.
And I am not one of them.
All right, let's go through who has it. Not Desi, not Ranger, not Karth.
I don't have it.
Oh,
Don't look at
not me,
me.
Dad either. Dun 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 dun.
I didn't say have it. I just said seen it. That's all I
seen
said.
it. Who's okay? let me-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, not Desi, not Karth, not Ranger. Wait a minute.
Oh man.
Phony.
Fun times.
Good
Let me
time,
tell you,
good
game
time.
development, great
Mm.
time.
Yeah, I can bet that is just the most fun for you and everyone else in the office right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's missing bugs, right? Like there's the act of like not catching a bug, which I mean it happens, obviously.
Yeah.
There's many that do get found that no one even knows about.
Yep.
And then there's this is working, ship it, and then seeing it on live and going, that's not how that's supposed to work.
Which was been the tougher one so far, Leviathan or this one?
In terms of
Just time, effort, energy, trying to fix the problem and stuff that you guys had to go through.
I mean, Leviathan would probably be, because there's so many things you have to go up against in terms of just like balancing, right? There's like this event, it has this current event, right? The Leia event.
Yeah.
You're balancing it against certain things that is a silo, right? So when we see something that's working the way it's supposed to work, we're like, okay, there's nothing else that needs to balance up against. It is literally just the event that we're balancing ourselves into. But like the Leviathan, or like anything regards to like any new character that gets put into the game, like it gets bound tested against mostly meta teams and then adjacent teams.
Right.
But still, even if you whittle that down, that's still, I don't know, 100 characters, 75 characters, 80 characters, right?
You guys only have like 265 characters in the game, and then have so many ships. You know, you can theoretically test every combination in like 5 minutes, right?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. No, it definitely takes a lot more time than that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I like to always put that spin on the argument that people, why don't they just test their game? I'm like, because there's a difference between 30 people testing a game for a month and 100,000 people testing the game for 20 minutes. Like you're just gonna have all different stages walk into this and test it within a matter of minutes versus, just looking at it from whatever view you guys have, and that it's a much bigger perspective. So
yeah,
it's always going to shake loose.
I'm not saying we're infallible either, right? Like there are certain things that do get past us that like we should have caught. Sure, absolutely, 100%. But I mean, like that's everything. Like in life, like certain things just happen to slip on by. But
I know.
Yeah, but yeah, to your point, like there is a huge difference between having the amount of people we have testing versus it hitting live and then there being 100 or 1,000x that going at the same time.
Yeah.
Trying multiple variables at the same time. So
yeah, having multiple pods groupthink on how to abuse a character's kit that just got released in a matter of an hour of testing it versus, whatever ends up being on the back end with you guys. You just have so much more dedication, and people who just have, things memorized like an encyclopedia, and they can pull out that one text from that kit that you just didn't even think would interact with it, and all of a sudden we've got a problem.
Those are the worst. Can I just tell you, those are the worst.
They're the best. What do you mean?
I hate not hate. So I love it, but hate it at the same time, right?
I love it.
So like there's just like that time that you just go, why the hell would anybody ever use that character? But there is just like that one instance where a specific part of a kit interacts with the kit so well, but so indiscreetly that you would never even think about testing against it because it's so far away from what you're thinking. So when someone goes like, oh yeah, and when you use this character, which no one's touched in a year and a half, 2 years or whatever, it breaks the game. So that's always fun. It's always fun. I mean, again, it's like that. I love theory crafting. So I love when players go and try weird things, right? Like that to me is fun. I like when people are like, if you unlock to the ability just to 7, you can use this character amazingly with this new release. And it's just like, no one maybe would have thought about that. But that's what I love. I love when people start throwing like random characters out there to fit with teams that no one would ever have thought about.
Yeah, I enjoy that quite a bit. That's what I was spending. Once we saw Leia's kit yesterday, I was just spending my mind racking what I could use in there to kind of push different things, different directions. And I mean, you guys have definitely done a good job of kind of, putting those bumper lanes up on the options, because there are just some things that are clearly hamstrung by looking at Rebel Scoundrels there.
I mean, like you have to remember, like as you mentioned before too, like there are so many characters in the game right now. Like it's you have to put those bumpers in, or inevitably something is going to run into something that
This
is
community,
gonna.
they'll find it.
I mean,
Yeah.
think of just. I mean, it was the blatantly obvious one, but I mean, just think of Chupio working under
Yeah.
GL Leia.
Would have been stupid.
Yeah, you would have had a team that had a permanent set 9 Datacron attached to them, and it's like, my God, my dude, my dog, this is
He
not
only
gonna
blinds,
fly.
it does massive damage. It would have been fine.
It would have been fine.
It just does.
I mean,
you know,
it would. The blinds
mean-
would have definitely jived with the wall of
the
potency.
evasion
that they
down
get.
isn't going to hurt anything. You know, it's
Yeah,
fine.
no,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Yeah, you're just stacking stats. That's not big deal.
Assisting, but I mean, it's just like they went through so much effort too, because like even like C3PO is a decent shout for that,
Yep.
but like Leia
Yep.
preventing all the turn meter manipulation, or not turn meter, sorry, the cooldown manipulation eliminates really the core function of C3PO present there, and
But
then
doesn't, but doesn't rule him out. Does
no,
not
no,
rule him
no.
out.
100%, because
Yeah.
there's synergy with him and R2 that could be a lot of fun, and there's a lot of other things you can kind of play around. But like that 5th slot, I feel like for the most part is incredibly flexible.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like I was talking with Scribe and other people, is like it depends on what you're fighting. Like if you read through Leia's kit and you read that things are very conditional.
The book that is her kit.
Well, like the
All GL kits are
Jedi,
like
the
that.
Jedi Rebel tanks only deal that additional true damage based off their max health when they are attacking an enemy with protection up. There's only really 2 GLs that constantly kind of give that. So it's like, if you're not fighting Jabba or JMK, do you really need Old Ben and Kanan? And so it's like, there's a lot of things where there's a lot of nuance to it. I think like Van Seal's video with Farm Boy Luke looks amazing for TW. I'm really looking forward to that one, because it's like, if you don't bring JMK to counter this, you're going to have a really hard time with the tier meter.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
70% every time is going to be atrocious.
I just want to know,
Oh, yeah.
why didn't we have Green Leader? Damn it! He
Oh,
took out the
jeez.
Superstar Destroyer.
Well, you know, folks, it's been real fun. I gotta.
I've got some chicken that's married.
No, I'm waiting to get I'm waiting for Coach to call me and tell me she's on her way home so I can order food.
Well,
There
can't
you
she
go.
text you what she wants, or?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for it.
Oh, she hasn't.
I'm
texted
waiting
you
for the
yet.
call, and yeah.
Oh, we're literally doing the same thing right now, Meathead.
Yeah.
I was waiting for my wife to text me her sushi order
Ooh.
so I could
excellent.
order sushi.
Women, am I right? God.
Well, she's out
Was at that
cleaning
moment.
for me right now, so
All
she's
right,
like,
okay,
I'm like,
okay.
she's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, well, let's just order out because you're still working. So,
Well, in that case,
Just-
men, am I right? God.
listen, I don't want to cook.
Yeah, I don't want to cook right now either. Yeah, 100%.
Uh,
There are still there are to go back to the 5th slot section. There are still a couple characters. I know only a handful, not even like a full handful, like finger digit wise, that I've seen people discuss certain characters being thrown into that 5th slot that are the unlikely, and I'm hoping that people will get a chance to figure out who they are.
yeah.
Do I think that they're going to be like? Again, I think you're right on the point. Like there are going to be certain formulas for certain matchups that you go up against. Like it's never always just like these are the 5 characters you're bringing every single time you bring
Mhm.
Leia, right? But there is definitely, I would say there's one that's definitely unlikely, and then there's a second one where I'm just like I feel like if someone in the right hands, somebody
rules me out.
could make this 5th work.
Yeah, well, so I've seen a couple conversations that really interest me. I mean, Princess Leia kind of seems like with the Ami kind of has some buffs, but like you're doubling up on a couple of key attributes. But the circling with turn meter and the healing could be kind of fun, and could be a little bit more interesting than because she's not really doing much on the end of the spear, tip of the spear with in Kyber 1 with Akbar. So that there's some flexibility there. I like Ezra because he's got the kind of the same gimmick as Leia, where the different roles kind of impact what happens there. So you could have some fun with that. Mon Mothma was actually a really interesting one that I saw because her summons only requires a full team of rebels, not rebel fighters. So you could bring her in. She's untargetable, which means it's one more thing that they have to target into Leia.
Mhm.
And the
I'm trying to think about Momo.
the dispel on the rebel fighter, and having that 6th slot with a GL kind of seems a little powerful to a degree, but I mean, it's kills your Momo team, but at this point there's so many rebel teams you can mix and match together. Do you really need a Momo at the end, at this end of the things? But man, there's some other ones too. It's just that it's interesting to see how far off the beaten path you want to get, because as much as Leia has some bumpers on what she can't use, she still has quite a broad stroking leadership for rebels as well. So you can shrug off a little bit of that. Well, it doesn't synergize perfectly with this mechanic, but overall, does it help you push her to different heights? And I think that's that'll be the fun part to kind of diagnose further in as I get to play with her at some point. I will. I'd love to see kind of how that plays out. I have a bunch of different ones favorited that I'm messing with. The only thing I'm right now trying to hold off is on relicking things I don't know, because I already had Princess Leia R8, so I'm going to start with her. See how that plays, and then
work your way backwards.
Yeah, work my way back, because I don't want to invest into every single potential rebel that can sit there.
Yeah.
But it's like you could find some really annoying ones. I guarantee there is some way out there to make her an absolute terror on defense.
How many rebels are there? There's so many.
45.
The biggest faction in the game. Yeah.
Biggest.
So I mean, like there's definitely a lot of options.
Yeah.
Real quick, I know in your latest post it says you're still aiming for release for a hotfix for tomorrow morning.
So the team currently working on it is first off trying to figure out why A isn't working why is it not working as it had been tested. It's like that's so when everybody's like, why aren't you just fixing this right now? It's like, well, if I went and looked at this on our testing location, it works perfectly fine. So we're trying to figure out where that disconnect is from what we've tested to it going live, and that's probably going to be the largest portion of the testing. And then again, it's at the end of the day, right? So a lot of our testing capabilities get a little bit smaller. So instead of just trying to force it and hope that we got it correct, we're waiting until we're expecting we'll be able to test it throughout the night as other teams come in. So
and it's one of those things where it's like you can't just throw duct tape on a bike chain here. Like
you can't?
you need to know why it's not working before it just creates another problem. It's like,
hey, man, that worked for me.
I mean, you got one full rotation before that got gunked up somewhere, I guarantee you. But yeah, I was really kind of hoping we'd have something sooner on that, but it's one of those things too. As much as like I would love to have the character right now sitting in my inventory at R9, at the same stride, the only thing it could feasibly have an impact for me on would be TW that starts tomorrow, right? After that, it's already after the GAC lock-in. I doubt it's gonna be that big of an issue. It really would have been close if I would have had it for sure, guaranteed by next lock-in with the ultimate. So it's one of those things where it's like I've got some time, so I can relax a little bit. I can be frustrated that I still don't have it, but I can take some solace in the fact that it's like it's not going to be the end of the world if I don't have it tonight, or if it comes in the morning, or whatever happens. So try to walk
Desi's
myself
still here,
off that ledge a little
Jedi.
bit.
She's just letting the men's bullshit. What do you want me to tell you?
It's what we do best.
Yeah, it's what we do best. All right, Desi, do you want to say anything to let the people know you're still here, sexy Desi? Okay, she's muted. She's probably making her own dinner or ordering dinner. I don't know. Desi doing Desi thing. She's still here.
No,
Oh, there she is.
Actually here.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
thank
Jedi-
you.
I think Jedi Rules and the fan base are getting a little withdrawal symptoms of not hearing your actual voice.
Well, people can cope, but I guess the only thing that I've really got to say here is that, I don't know, personal experience. I know there's not much that one can do when your support staff is already home and they're eating their dinner. But hey, Meathead, I really appreciate the fact that you just showed up and talked to us, regardless. I thank you.
Now
Yeah,
massage
no,
the
I
heart.
mean, as much as I love talking to Ranger,
That's not true.
I was
He's part of the Illuminati.
story. Yeah, it's a true story. No, I like talking to folks. I rather talk to folks also in verbal communication.
Amen
So
to
much
that.
better. So much better
It's a
than
huge thing. I mean, I do tech too, and there are a lot of situations that I come up against where it's like, hey, we know it. There's literally nobody here who can throw the switch right now, but it's you. I get it. And it's not always easy to be the person, with the face and the mouth. I thank you. That's really all I got.
I do have a face, and depending on who
Yeah,
you're
you
talking
do.
to,
Yeah.
it is punchable.
in game. You have to say in game.
That's-
Don't just say in game.
In game.
You're gonna
Not
get
my
us in
bag,
trouble.
but
God
I
damn it.
appreciate you.
You're gonna get us in big trouble. Oh, I heard on Ranger Stream. Gonna punch me in the face. It was punchable.
I mean, it is punchable. Not that you should punch it. There is a clear difference between one of an open invitation and making a broad statement.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, on the forums, stuff can get lost in translation stuff. So,
I mean, yeah, that's always the hard part, though. Is text has such a hard time conveying the nuance and the tone and whatever else is going on there. So it's like, unless you're very familiar with how somebody talks and what they are trying to say, it's very hard to convey.
100%.
Are they being serious? Are they trolling you? Are they trying to be laughy, just joking with you? Like, where are we coming off? Like, are you serious right now? Or are you just pulling my chain a little bit? And that's hard to convey via text. I hate text. I rather have a phone call and be done with it than try to text it out over a day. I don't care.
Obviously, this is. No, I'm just responding to Rob. No, you have every right to be upset. But
I mean, we're upset too.
yeah,
I mean, we aren't happy, right? Like this, I'm not like jumping around going, "Yay, I'm super happy that this happened."
Yeah.
I mean, this wasn't like, oh man, we bled those whales dry again. Got them. I mean, like that's not the mentality. What's
It
happening
wasn't?
here. No, it's just unfortunate. It's one of those things, and I think Crumb mentioned it last time he was on Ranger Stream too. Is like, there's a real reason why they're looking at starting up the tester program again. They don't have any idea what that's going to look like yet, as far as I know. We haven't put anything. No one's put anything together, but there's definitely some clear signs that maybe some more eyes on this wouldn't hurt. And
Yeah. So here's the thing, though, is like even if you had a bajillion eyes on it,
Shit gets through.
Yeah.
No, it's not even that. Like this particular issue was perfectly fine in
Yeah.
testing. So even if 1,000 people were testing this, they would have seen the same thing and been like, "Yeah, this is working as it should be." Put it out there.
Yeah. Well,
So it's
this
not like there was
this-
like, yeah.
this specific one, yeah, but I'm just kind of broad stroking the statement as well. It's just like that with because a lot of people are really salty about the Leviathan and things like that, and
Yeah, there's
And-
carryover
and
for
I-
every event to the next event. There's going to be, carryover to, like, why isn't this stuff working? What are you guys doing over there?
well, it's just things. I mean, especially with Leviathan too, though, there were just so many new
boy.
features that hadn't been in game yet, right? And so that was a new way to deal with certain things. Is you had taking over an enemy capital ship hadn't existed in the game yet, and so how were we to know exactly how all of this would play out versus taking over different things? I mean, and I'm broad stroking, right? I don't know all the details. I don't know the minutia of what actually went wrong, so I can't speak to that per se. But I can still see where you can test it as much as you want, but sometimes there's that one interaction, that one ship in the reinforcement or in the main lineup, and then everything goes right off the cliff. So I don't know.
I blame
I
Finn.
don't know either.
I blame Finn. Oh, man. All right. Meet how much time you got here, brother? You just hanging out? Oh, before I let you go, Ahsoka, man, you've been
Okay.
watching it?
Oh, dude.
Come on, brother.
Man, I'll tell you right now, I haven't. I'll tell you right now. I know.
You haven't?
No.
You know what, me?
I've been too
Oh,
busy
you
with
are
video
in for a
games.
treat, bro.
I've been so busy with video games.
I know. I've been watching your Starfield.
Starfield, Baldur's Gate, Rocket League. I love my video games. I'm not much of I can't do the sit down in front of a screen for too long type of person. For whatever reason, it's just like gets me antsy.
Like right now.
No, this is more interactive. Like so like I'm talking, right? Like I'm but like if I'm just sitting there watching a screen, my largest TV time happens when I'm eating my lunch because I'll have something up on my phone. Right.
That's interesting. Yeah, I usually don't watch a lot of stuff because I'm busy during the day, right? But then when I'm done streaming, I've done all my stuff, right? And I need to veg is when I start, I have to have something to watch because I just can't sit there. I have insomnia, first of all, so I can't just lay there without something to occupy myself because I know I'm just going to be miserable. So for me, it's like when I lay down, I'm like, let's watch this.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Well, just everybody's different. Everybody is different.
The thing I've always had with especially with the Star Wars releases of their stuff, I very much prefer the Netflix release, which is just get the whole season at once.
Please,
I feel like
yes.
I feel like the biggest problem with it comes from the fact that you get too much time to overanalyze a single episode. And so you just hammer on every little imperfection because you got it, like especially like the YouTube community.
Oh my God.
You got a week to kill, right? So it's like, oh man, you like this is your initial reaction of it. And you're like, oh, it's really cool. And then for like the next 6 days, you've got to nitpick the episode. And I'm like, but if it was all 8 episodes, you probably wouldn't have some of the same concerns or issues with the show because they would have answered it in the next one. And then it always annoys me. I've been separating Ahsoka into 2-episode chunks, so I'm gonna wait to watch this next one, though I've already seen what happens in it.
I heard it was a good one. I heard episode 5 was a really good one.
Oh my
just
God.
throwing that out.
Just
that's what I've been hearing.
Yeah,
the
I've
best
heard.
Star Wars I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah, but I'm gonna probably put the 5 and 6 together, and then I'll watch 7 and 8 together because it's like that's how I felt with the Mando season finale. Watching Mando season 3 as the last 2 episodes together instead of being separated was a way more satisfying conclusion to the show than watching them individually a week apart, because that second episode had just so much less going on with it, and to come from that like super high action packed previous episode and then walking into the next one, we're just like, and we're just gonna wrap things up now. You're like, oh, okay. So
But yes.
Is there? Yeah, I do probably have to get off here soon. So
Yes,
if you
but thank
do you
you
have
for-
any? Do you have any last minute requests or questions that I can tell you I can't answer?
Well, yeah, I know, right? Look, guys, if you're gonna ask questions, you can ask
question for you, Meathead.
Well, no,
Yes.
let me tell the chat this real quick, Kyle.
Oh, sure. You go ahead.
If you have a quick question you want to pose in anything future related, don't even bother, because I've been down this road as the master beta tester. I'm be like, I can't answer that, so don't even bother. So if it's a future question, you can't. But anything that's out now or past, you can throw it in there. Whatever time Meathead has, we'll do it. Go ahead, Garth.
Oh, so at your office, do you have ample desk space?
I mean, so I work from home most of like 99% of the time. So I'm currently at my normal desk.
Okay.
Does
that desk have ample space?
It is. I made sure I got myself a nice standing desk.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, it
So-
is covered with Magic the Gathering cards.
Oh, okay.
Keyboards,
Okay.
phones. I got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle coin collector. A pen.
I mean, the key thing is that would there be room for a Tusken flying a Red 5 X-wing?
I hate you, Garth.
Oh, let's see. I do. So I have my joysticks. I got my joystick set up. So that would be tough because that's taking up some ample location space too.
That's
But-
unfortunate.
But I probably can make it work.
Kate
All right.
Gaming. You guys can see the world famous Kate Gaming and myself a couple here in a little bit. We're gonna do the review for episode 5 of Ahsoka with the fake fourth Hokage thing, Kyrellis.
Oh, and
LeBone.
I do have. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, he has a question. Is only
Yeah.
tier 4 being looked at, or all the tiers? Is it just tier 4 that's the problem, or is there? Are you guys looking at all the? I think everything else is working as intended, right?
The Jabba one is the one that really put an alarm on us. So that's what we're looking into right now.
The actual serious question I had, and I think the answer is going to be I can't answer that.
Yeah.
Is we've confirmed that Beskar Armor Moff Gideon, whatever if that's his name or not, is coming to the game. Is he the next Conquest character, or is that to be decided?
I mean, I don't have any answers for this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Nice try, Carl. Thanks for playing.
I just know that's like everyone just like it makes the most sense to be next, but there was definitely nothing that said that. And so when there's nothing that's said, it's kind of like one of those very ambiguous word blurbs. It's like, well, it could be, but we don't know.
Yeah. All right.
So-
I don't see any other questions yet, other than Kate's freaking out about Ahsoka, and you should. We'll cover it tonight. Oh, it's such a best episodes I've ever watched of Star Wars. Oh my god. I had the feels, man. What is the strat to beat the tier 2 event? Get with Karth offline there,
Tier
contingent.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, get with Karth. He'll get you this. He'll get you the hook up there, contingent. Zolo's here. What's going on? There's still a chance. Yes, there's still.
And Meathead, I've got one for you when we're offline.
Okay, sounds
Eventually.
good.
Oh, there you go. Oh, offline.
Appreciate you.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I don't see any other questions. Meathead, why don't you get out here and go enjoy some food? Because I know you're going to be late at the office or at the desk with stuff, with the food and the things.
Yeah. It'll
Yeah.
be fun.
But you're always welcome here anytime, brother.
Hey, thanks for letting me crash. That was fun.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
Man. I love it.
Not too much biting. It's kind of like how I like it, so I
That's-
appreciate it.
That's right. We'll get
Just
we'll get you
don't
later.
trip over all my empty pints of ice cream.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Mhm. But
I'll
yes,
survive.
we appreciate it,
promise.
brother. Really do.
All right, yeah, you all take it easy.
Take
Enjoy
it
the rest
easy,
of your
brother.
evening.
Enjoy. Have a good dinner, and hopefully you don't have to
Hey,
work too
thanks,
late,
appreciate
man.
Yeah, we'll see how long I go.
Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you.
Nah, thanks for having me. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
All right, that was the very powerful, the very wise, the very yelled at the moment. Poor Meathead.
I'm actually really impressed that he showed up to Arnold's stream as well.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, that's just walking.
That's just pain, brother.
walking into the wood chipper.
But hey, man, if you're going to be in the position of like that, you gotta go in there and take your lumps, man.
Yeah.
That's part of it. All right, so we're going to start wrapping it up here because I gotta go record with Kate, which is wonderful, but then I have to record with Kane. That's rough. So we'll open up for questions for you guys in the chat. So if you have any questions, feel free to put those in there. Who should we raid? Who's doing stuff right now? Oh, Calvin Awesome. Yeah, we'll go raid Calvin. I haven't had a chance to raid him. He must have started late. I'm sorry, the world
Oh,
famous
he's been
Kate
going
Gamer.
for a while.
We'll raid him. We'll raid him because I'm sure then he'll raid Wolf, and then Wolf will go for 10 hours, and everybody will get their Swgoh for the day.
Yeah, that's the facts right there, folks.
And just remember, in 2 hours we'll do the review for Ahsoka season 5. I'll get it out tonight, and then tomorrow we'll have GAC on the lunch stream. And then Friday I'll be on Ram stream. So yeah, and in between I'll be doing a lot of wet sanding. I'm going to be very moist hand region. Hervorous question: do you normally regain protection in the Profundity Mirror match when you assist? Regain protection in the Profundity.
It's only when you critically hit.
Yeah. I had to read that for a second. I was like, wait. Okay, I saw Profundity Mirror match. Then my brain went, gross. And then I'm like, yes. Sorry.
But did you use the TIE bomber?
Yeah. The easiest thing at Hervorous is in a mirror match, just bring TIE Bomber and fleet and you'll be just fine. First ship off the bench, you will win every time, brother. You burn them and then it's over. Then you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that crap. Even at low stars, he's just coming in, dropping bombs, burning.
Oh, that actually would have been a question to ask him too. Fuck.
We'll have more opportunities. He'll be back.
I know, but the one I wanted to ask him was, did they plan on still nerfing the Chimera fight versus the Leviathan?
I don't know. We did have a lot of changes to Leviathan today.
It didn't do
But it didn't affect
anything to
Chimera.
impact the Chimera fight.
Yeah, but it did affect Profundity. Holy crap.
Oh yeah, well, Profundity's still winning. It's just a little,
Not
a little
as
less
good.
fun.
Yeah.
A little less fun.
Little bit more.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the long run. But yeah,
We'll see.
just
All right,
like
final
less than-
questions. Get them in, guys. We're going to let Karth go enjoy sushi with his.
I got. Yeah,
Alright.
it's gonna be like another half hour.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
We'll let you get the dogs fed and do your thing. So we'll get in here in a few minutes. We're gonna go raid Calvin. So if you have any final questions, so yeah. LBC says loving the reviews. Kate, there you go. He just went to Ricky P.
Yeah, Ricky P just went live. I don't know for certain yet. What's up?
That's not what it's saying.
Oh, did he not go live? Was he just tagging the people for
Tagging
funsies?
sign.
Scroll. Where is the stupid battalion stuff? Said that with all love.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Arnold just relicked 9.
Boosh, Leia.
Boosh, Leia.
Okay. Dude, why? Why are you trying to beat your head again? He's just got to have it. That's the thing. And
Hey.
that's why I said he's got the energy horde to keep pushing. Like, I was so close on my last attempt. Like, I had Java below 30% health. I just couldn't survive long enough. And so it's like, I actually thought about doing it too. I was like, oh, if I just R9 it. But that's just such a heavy investment for nothing. So, not going to happen.
Oh, Arnold doing Arnold things. All right, let's go raid. Calvin Awesome. And what should we say when we go over there?
I don't know. I have any idea.
We're gonna
Hello,
underscore
darkness,
awesome.
my old friend.
I'll just say raid and have some fun with Calvin.
Yeah.
We'll do that now.
I don't know at the moment, Ranger, if I will be available.
Well, then put it in the damn Discord. Damn it. Oh,
I think I will be. But
Let me
my
know either way.
in-laws and my dad are planning on all being here on Sunday.
all right. Let me just make a note. Puncture the tires of. Okay, got it. 15
So-
keypads in the web store right now. What do you mean? What does he mean? What do you mean?
What do you say?
The 15 keypads in the web store. See you
15
tomorrow, Get a Roll.
keypads.
See you guys all tomorrow. Be safe. We're gonna go raid Calvin. So we'll go check that out. LBC Rob. Good looking out, my friend. Appreciate you.
Good night, guys.
Good night, everyone. Go enjoy. Have fun with Calvin. We love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you for the review tonight, and then if not, we'll see you tomorrow for some GAC fat action with Ring. It went 7-2 last round. Got to Kyber 1 and again got squished to Kyber 2. I give up. All right. Everyone have a good night. Love you guys. Peace.